What's up, everybody? It's Crystal here. Claire has the evening off today. She is off in the Swiss Alps, making sweet love to her wife, enjoying vegan cheese. So obviously, our last recording affected her a little bit. But here we are today doing Queerintine episode 7. I think it's 7. I don't know. I've been in Queerintine myself for quite a long time. Fortunately, I'm getting ready to come out. So we'll be shifting away from the Queerintine series probably in just a couple of episodes, but we never really plan it out, so don't hold us to anything. So today, what I decided to talk about 5 minutes before I literally hit record, because this is how we do things here on the Digital Dyke Show, I wanted to talk about Japan Say What? That's right. I want to talk about that crazy mayor guy in Japan, Ichiro Matsui, I believe, the mayor of Osaka. In fact, let me go ahead and share my screen so you guys can see it too. Right here. You should be able to see some stuff here on my screen. This I found kind of hilarious. I know Claire found it funny too. She actually sent this to me and said, wow, this is pretty hilarious. Women take a longer time grocery shopping because they browse through different products and weigh out which option is best. I mean, yeah, kinda. That's sort of kind of true. I mean, sometimes when I don't have anywhere to be, I'll shop like that. But generally, I tend to only look at new products like that. I kind of calculate out what the cost is per ounce or per unit. And once I figure out what I like, I got it. Men quickly grab what they're told so they won't linger at the supermarket. That avoids close contacts with others, which I thought was kind of funny a little bit. Now, while we have been in Queerintine, my wife and I have mostly been doing grocery delivery. It just so happens that our delivery people were females. Um, we picked the flexible and fast option where they have up to 5 hours to deliver to us, and we've gotten groceries pretty quickly. One generally within an hour, sometimes on really busy weekends, 2 hours. One time we happened to get a gentleman to do the shopping for us, and it took him like 6 hours. And the grocery store is like 15 minutes down the road. So I thought it was just pretty funny, completely ironic. I don't think guys are bad at grocery shopping at all, or that women are always faster. It was just kind of funny that that's the way it worked out. And I could watch him shop on the list, and it took the guy like 45 minutes to find one of the items. It was just kind of funny. I know for a fact that Claire could grocery shop much faster than her wife, Eva. I've been up there. I've spent time with them. We've gone to the grocery stores together. Claire is like me. She's methodical. Go in, get it. We're done. Eva just doesn't do the grocery shopping regularly, so she doesn't know where everything is. So it was definitely a slower process going with her, having to read the signs more, backtrack on different aisles. My wife swears she can grocery shop as fast as I can. I went in and talked to her about it just after I decided what we were going to talk about. That's not true, folks. I'm sorry, but it's just not true. She's not going to do it. I asked her, I said, really quick, make a shopping list and let me compare your shopping list to mine. So we both did. And what I do is if I decide, for example, I'm going to go to Publix, or maybe I'm going to go to Target, or even to Whole Foods, once I go into a place I'm going to grocery shop, I take my time the first time and I get a layout of the land. So in Publix, I always know that when I walk into the right is going to be my deli, my fresh produce, my fruits, my juices, seafood, meats, luncheon meats, milk, eggs, dairy products, so forth. Like I know where stuff is at. So I make the list on my phone, it's electronic, and then I shuffle it in order of right to left, and then each aisle. So I know how to adjust it so that I go down the aisles this way, and it's in order. She makes a list, and instead of reordering it, puts a 1 next to the things that she thinks are on the first third of the store, and then second, third, and then the last portion, which I don't think it's as effective. She swears it is. I told her that maybe we'll have to try and shop for identical lists and then time it, which kind of has me curious. I want to know what experience you have in grocery shopping for items. Is it something that you think is kind of gender based? Because I think gender roles are complete garbage. I think they're poo poo and they don't mean anything. And I think this guy's comment was just hilarious because he thought that somebody who didn't normally do the grocery shopping was not only going to do it, but do it faster. Like, how would you do it faster if you don't know where the stuff is? So I'm super curious about that and definitely want to know what you guys think about it. And if anybody is willing to do any challenges and share your times with me or post links to where I can see those videos or those results down below, I would absolutely love to see that. This will probably be a super short video. I don't really have a lot to say on the topic. I just thought it was a pretty neat topic and it was something that I wanted to talk about while I was solo. By the way, I realized that there's an elephant in the room. So anyway, let me know what you think. If you have any resources or videos that are remotely similar that you would like to share that are in relation to the topic, I want to see that below. Specifically, I really, really, really want to see any couples out there, particularly any male-female dynamics. What are you seeing? Are you seeing where maybe you are much faster than your wife for any particular reason, or would your husband go into the store and fumble it up and not get the right stuff? I know I am very particular about brands and sales, and I feel like I'm pretty methodical and I can get in and get out. I know what things I've tried, what things I don't like. I do a really good job of being really quick at that stuff. And I'm kind of doing some basic math in my head to determine what is the best buy at the time. I go into a grocery store kind of with a plan of action because I don't like to waste time. But every now and again, I'll go in and just kind of take my time and be slow. But of course, with the current pandemic, we don't really do that too much. So I would love to hear what your strategies are. How do you make your lists? How do you plan out your grocery shopping? Do you like to do it slow? Are you really fast at it? I want to hear from you and learn all about that kind of stuff underneath. Just leave it in the comments. Feel free, leave anything you want. And also, I want to know what you think about the mayor's comment. Do you happen to think that that's something absurd or something sexist, or was it just a general? I kind of lean towards the fact that it was just a general comment. I don't think he meant anything by it. I think it was valid to think that. I'm just not sure if it's true, but I'd love to see if it's true. So I would love to do the grocery shop challenge where we can start recording some times and sharing them in the comments down below. Make sure that you just put your time and your wife's or your husband's time or whatever your situation is so that we can kind of compare the notes just for shits and giggles. Just make sure that you shop for the same items at the same place, because then the data is going to kind of line up and be there better. So again, this episode is going to be super short and sweet. So with that, I'm going to wrap this bad boy up. I don't really have any significant closing arguments here other than just to tell you to get your pet spayed or neutered. And as people start wrapping up their quarantines and we start getting back into the world, I just encourage everybody to have as much love and kindness in your heart as you can. It's a tough climate, a lot of challenges that are going on around us. So let's just have as much love as we can in our hearts. Until next time, I will see you guys soon. Perhaps Claire will join me. I just guess it depends on how much fun she's having skiing down the gigantic slopes in Switzerland. But until next time, folks, see you later.